No. You see, the president of the ANC was elected by ANC members. He's a duly elected state president. Now, when there are questions and people are raising issues, he will be criticized, and that we must understand. And the issues that you raise, I think that where the issues may well be matters of criminal activity or irregular activities, those matters need to be taken through those particular forums. So the one issue that you are relating about Tegeta is being managed because the public protector had a report and there's a process to deal with that. There were other comments that were made by those who were involved. We had the matter is going to be taken for review. So I think it will be difficult for me to start speculating on a matter where that issue is in the hands of the justice system and make a comment on those kinds of issues. The other issues have been processed, and as you know, there will have been a lot of views and comments around the issue of Nkandla. But that matter went as far as public protector, went to Parliament and the Constitutional Court. Again, I think we can have people having views about those matters, but in terms of our systems, our institutions of democracy, those matters went through and were processed at that kind of level. So people will continue to have their views, but the matter was not just left, it was actually processed. So I think we must understand that there would be that situation. At the end of the day, the African National Congress would have to look at issues that are raised in its own research, in its own internal processes, and then address them as they arise.
So he's not a liability?
No. Firstly, I think you need to be aware that it was a resolution of a National Executive Committee way back, I think around July, August, that we must work towards a uniting conference, a united outcome, and that all the tensions needs to be reduced. So that is an NEC decision. So if any other leader says so, they are saying so because it was a National Executive Committee decision. So that is a guide that we all have. We're going to be working towards unity. We're going to be working towards reducing tensions. We're going to be working towards ensuring that whatever contestation, it happens in a way that strengthens the ANC and builds it and make it stronger, rather than a situation where there will be so much of divisions. Now, if you look back at those divisions that we're talking about, there are certain precipitating steps that happen. It was not necessarily just because of the contest in Polokwane that we had Coke being formed. This is something that happened after the expulsion of President Mbeki. And so that timing is important because it was not necessarily the conference went and passed. Then this issue arose afterwards. It was not necessarily linked to the conference. The issue of the EFF, again, the EFF, there was no contest. All that happened was that there were some people who were expelled, and then out of that they formed their own party. So the incidences are not quite the same. And I think if we want to try and load this onto this coming conference, we need to be very clear that they are very separate issues. But despite all that, the ANC leadership and the ANC membership do appreciate the need for unity, and they do know that the ANC works much better, is more effective if it is united. And so the call from the National Executive Committee that we must work towards building unity is a call that applies to all of us.